here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult, or I might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
Have you considered buying a gun, She-Hulk? Why not get a gun? Like, if you're so afraid of walking down the street, why not have a gun? It offers you protection. Its female empower equalizes the battlefield. But no, instead, we live in a society where if you're in danger, you gotta call a police officer that comes with a gun. Hopefully in time before the catcaller manages to catcall. That is progressive. And you know what else we need? Censorship on social media to keep She-Hulk safe. Because without censorship on social media, she will not feel safe. And if she doesn't feel safe, then she gets to lecture the Incredible Hulk. Get a gun. It's good for you. Secondly, I also love the fact that I should care. Okay? Like this is something that is detached from the human experience that only women get to have. And I guess I could identify as a woman. I could become a female troll. I could transcend my gender. And I could also experience this, but unless I transcend my gender, unless I identify, I will never experience this, which is having a man explain to you how to do your job. Like, if you're a police officer, that's a man, and you're dedicating your life, you are risking your own health and safety to protect women from getting catcalled, you're not going to have a CNN journalist or a BuzzFeed journalist surrounded by an army of cats in her home that's tweeting about how you should be a better police officer. Like, the journalist is explaining to you, who again, you're risking your life. You are on the streets, in the mud, protecting women from getting catcalled, placing your body between them and the aggressor, risking your safety, and you have the journalist from BuzzFeed saying, no, that's not how you do police officer. No. Like, let me tell you how you need to defund the police. Let me tell you how police work is done. Okay, like, that doesn't happen. Like, men do not have women explain to them how to do their job. And by the way, notice, like, the gender identity, because it's like, no, like, men explain to women how to do their job, because other women don't explain to other women, right? Like, that never happens either. Like, all women everywhere, they are part of the sorority. They are part of the empathetic hive mind. They commune with one another. Like what affects one woman affects all. You know, like, if you talk about, if you describe one woman according to this ideology, you're describing all of them. Like, if I talk about your mother, I may as well talk about mine. And it's like, why don't people relate to this? Why doesn't this transcend to Japanese culture? Like, why are Japanese people wanting to see more American movies? Why aren't Russian people? Why are Chinese people? Why aren't people from Saudi Arabia wanting to see more American content? Because that, you know, it used to be the case that everyone knew about Superman, everyone knew about Batman. Now, in my country, like, people are tuning out from this stuff. Here in Eastern Europe, like, we just can't empathize with this stuff. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous. It's like coming from a 5-year-old that just doesn't understand how humans work. And it's just like this baffling first world problem issues. Why can't I just see She-Hulk beating up a villain and saving the day? Why is it so hard to do? Why is it so hard to accomplish? To just give the basic superhero story. You know, there's a villain, he's endangering the town, and then you have the superhero coming up, beating the villain, saving the people, everyone is cheering, everyone is happy, you know, the day is saved. That's what superhero is supposed to be. But now I have to go to manga, okay? I have went into the Romanian version of Target, and I have asked Americans the same thing. They went into their version of Target, the actual Target, and they noticed that in the section where you're supposed to have manga and comic books is just manga. Only manga. Like literally, there are children growing up. There are children growing up deprived of comic books. They will never know what a comic book is because everything they see is manga. Why do I have to go to manga for entertainment? You know, the thing is black and white. It doesn't have colors. It doesn't, like, the Japanese people don't know how to color. And even though they don't know how to color, they can actually manage to make a story that is more empathetic and more relatable than whatever this is. And then, like, I wonder, like, for who? For who is this story made? Like, who are the people that watch this? And then you see the target demographic. It's white people. White men. Like, this is the targeted audience. Women don't watch this because women know it's full of shit. Like, women go to work and they have other women telling them how to do their job. They know that it's not a sorority. Like, everyone that lived in a house where you have two sisters, like, you know, they fight. You know, they have beef. It's like, because you know what? They're part of the human experience. Everyone does that. It's not like, oh, well, it's men versus women. Like, men and women are there to complete each other. All right, like, it's not like, oh, this is a zero-sum game competition where the son is competing with the mother in order to outdo her and make more money than her. Like, what the fuck? You know, like, any woman is someone's wife, is someone's sister, is someone's daughter. Like, what is this with this ideology of trying to divide people? It's like, no, we now have the factions and we need to fight for the resources and the tribes and, like, what? No, the Americans, have you lost the plot? Apparently they look at it. Look at it. Okay. To those who say that Bruce Banner has it worse than Jessica, the Hulk is a fictional character. Well, I'm glad that he managed to identify that. By contrast, the everyday irritations that Jessica has to put up with are microaggressions endured every day by real-life women. That's why her monologue hits home. So did you get that? Did you get that? Like, the Hulk is a fictional character. Jessica, also a fictional character. No, like, she represents the plight of all women everywhere. She represents the plight of women from China. She represents the plight from women from Zimbabwe. She represents the plight from women from Romania. All women, like 18-year-old, 56, Christian women, atheist, all. Like, what the fuck is with this ideology? What happened with demographics? What happened with marketing? And even then, like, what do you want me to do about it? What do you, like, I told you the solution. Give them a gun. Let's see how many people are going to catcall when they know that the woman is friends with Mr. Smith and Mr. Wetson. And you're like, yeah, we need to educate men. Yeah. Look, the best type of educator is pain. Like, when you're a kid and you put your hand over the stove and it burns you, you're never going to put that hand over the stove again. If you're going to catcall a lady, it's like, I guarantee to you, nobody's going to catcall. Ever. Like, problem solved. And you're going to be like, oh, well, isn't that too serious? No. Like, you're treating this problem as if it's the worst thing on earth. Like, it's literally the worst thing imaginable. Like, being I agree. I fully agree. You know what? Allow women to carry. Someone catcalls. Maybe we can pass the legislation. Just, yeah, like, problem solved. No more problem. And then you shut the fuck up and you leave me alone. I'm not catcalling. I'm not afraid of that. I don't catcall women on the street. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to do any type of interaction. Okay? So, then maybe, just maybe, I can actually see a superhero movie. Like, maybe you'll shut the fuck up and you're just going to have a superhero movie where She-Hulk actually beats up a villain and we have this wholesome superhero story and then everyone claps. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.